What's going on, everybody? Cobalt Productions here, and I know it's been 5 years. We are rebranded, but we are back. I got a college degree, and I'm excited to be bringing you guys content. I know it's been a while, but let's get straight into it. So last night was the Duke's Mayo Classic. This was between Appalachian State and UNC Charlotte. Unfortunately, I was in attendance, and basically, keeping it short and sweet, this was our Super Bowl. From the Charlotte perspective, this was everything. It was our first ever game played in Bank of America, and the fans rolled deep, but it still seemed like a App State home game. From the start, it felt like 65-35 in favor of App, and their fans were loud, and they popped out. So getting straight into our breakdown, as a Charlotte fan, this was brutal. App State outplayed us like you wouldn't believe. Final score was 34-11, and they ultimately just dominated us. The Mountaineers put up 586 total yards compared to Charlotte's 218, and they had 404 passing yards in the air to Charlotte's 142. Obviously, that demonstrates that it was very, very lopsided. In terms of our quarterback, Connor Harrell, the UNC transfer, he went 13 for 24. He did throw kind of a garbage time touchdown, but he also threw an interception. Throughout the whole game, he looked very, very shaky. Couldn't get anything going. Didn't really want to throw it deep, but I think that's more of a scheme thing rather than the individual itself. I will say our one bright spot, CJ Stokes, the running back, he had 15 carries for only 49 yards, but the run was going, whether it was up the middle or in the flats, he was doing it all when it came to running. So the only touchdown that did come late was Connor Harrell hitting EJ Mason, and obviously, like I said, it was garbage time, but Mason finished with 2 receptions for 29 yards. The final, App State 34, Charlotte 11. Sitting in the stands, it was honestly a stunningly horrific game. I thought we had a chance. I think a lot of Charlotte fans thought we had a chance, but after that game, we are now 0-4 against Appalachian State. When it comes to meeting in football, they have put up a total of 170 points against us, and we have put up 81. So they average about 22 points per game as their winning margin. And this is it's really embarrassing. That's how I see it. I want to be positive here, but it was an embarrassing display from Tim Albin's 49ers. From App State, it's obvious that they came in very prepared. They were very run-pass option heavy. They ran a lot of motion, and their quarterback torched our defense. He basically did everything right when it came to the reads, and he knew when to hand it to the running back and when to tuck it himself for a pass. And I think that's one thing that Albin is really going to need to fix up, is that RPO. If a team plays the RPO that we meet later in the season, they will absolutely torch us. Really, the only positives that I can take away from this is that CJ Stokes looks really good on the run game. And honestly, there is nothing else. There is really nothing else to be excited about. There's nothing to be happy about other than we played our first game at Bank of America. Other than that, there is not a lot of positives here. Next week, September 6th at 7 p.m., the 49ers take on UNC Chapel Hill, and it'll be Bill Belichick's away game at Jerry Richardson Stadium, so it is the official home opener of the 49ers this season. Looking forward to that game. The fear in me does tell me it will be a bloodbath. And the week after that, Charlotte hosts Monmouth, September 13th at 6 p.m. So another night game for the 49ers. It'll be basically 5 straight night games to open up their season. Hopefully this leads to good things for our team. So to give you the final takeaways of last night's Duke's Mayo Classic, essentially when it comes to Charlotte, we need to defend the RPOs. We need to find a way, guard those flats, and just be ready not to bite so quickly. I thought Harrell looked very shaky, so I would really wish that Tim Albin doesn't write off Grayson Loftus just yet. And I'd assume that we will see more from Loftus, but we need to have that quarterback competition because Harrell really did not cut it last night. We saw a lot of drops from the 49er offense, a lot of drops. A very basic thing that Albin needs to instill in our 49ers is to catch the ball. Don't take your eye off the ball. I think if we can kind of polish up those 3 things, we won't get stampeded by Chapel Hill next week, but I don't want things to get dark so fast. Those are my takeaways. Thank you guys. Hopefully if you stayed to this part of the video, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please comment if you have any video suggestions. I'm open to taking suggestions. There are a lot of topics that I want to do research on, and kind of going forward, we're going to be covering a lot of Charlotte football, but our horizons are going to be expanded, and we're not just going to focus on the 49ers. We're going to focus on the greater scale of college football itself, because there's a lot of firecracker matchups that are coming up, especially this Labor Day weekend. So thank you guys for watching. Leave me suggestions in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.